page the devils were using to transform the archons into...
Hi everyone, Aldbar here, and welcome to the live stream. Here you can ask your DDO questions, ask for DDO demonstrations, and ask for DDO advice. So please be my guest on my show, Ask Aldbar DDO Live. Enjoy! Well, continuing with the theme for the last few days, been cleaning up sagas, and now you've got to do the Gianthold Sagas. So I already did some of these quests, and so now it's like to fill out a few quests we're missing, so let's go. Kind of shorted to use the teleport directly there. We shall do that. We've got two of the flagging quests, and basically most of the walk-ups. So I guess we'll start with the Madstone and just go around in a circle and do all the quests. Makes sense. Madstone shouldn't be too hard with a bunch of hirelings when you're over level.
This is a place to avoid. The greater here
Wow, this voice is loud.
and only death will bring peace. On a bluff, Quarrel calls out after you. Find the seers. Help them stop this madness before we tear ourselves
We're gonna go, go, go.
In the passage beneath the
I still don't have a very, very good way how to do it.
rolls up from the floor.
I don't know about spike growth in particular, just because, other than like look at casting it a few times,
No signs
I haven't actually played with it a lot, so I don't really know.
ahead. Only
I'm sorry.
piles of gargantuan bones.
Hi there, Sea Titan. Long time no see. Good to see you again.
These guardians are some
I mean, I don't know. I know when they made Blightcaster, they did a whole bunch of changes.
crystal.
But if you're talking after that, I don't know. Last time I would have played with the growth, spike growth or whatever it's called, was way back then. Probably a few years ago by now.
The bluff seen from the crater floor lies ahead. A shimmering magic crystal at its top.
Very annoying when these two guys disappear. Gotta wait for them to respawn in so we can get rid of them. They'll be back any moment. Just a second. The view counter's not working.
The seer stands.
I don't know what's wrong with it, but whatever. Here we go.
The seer turns to you. I will start the ritual now. Protect me.
Let's hope it resolved itself.
The seer calls out. Keep them at bay.
Yeah, basically we have to protect this guy while he does his ritual. And a year now.
Almost done, the seer screams. Not much longer.
And we wait. And we wait. Just as a reminder, if you got any other questions, I don't know, try to do my best to answer. I am more versed in certain subjects than others, but feel free to ask anything, DDO. I'll do my best to answer. All the questions and interactions with the show are very important for the, well, for the flow of the show. So I appreciate it. Thank you. Should be done any moment. There we go. One down, two to go.
It is near, I am sure.
By the way, this pit over here is a death pit. There's no way to get out of there.
Falling would be ill-advised.
I mean, maybe death, maybe D-door if you could jump high enough. Cast it.
Dust and debris underfoot suggests this passage has gone undisturbed for a very long time.
You're very lucky that you don't fail the quest if you attack the Guardian over here. So, whoops, but oh well.
The madness overcame me, says the seer.
But for the record, there is a shrine here. I gotta say that the union requires me to say that if you are following on Twitch, if you're watching on Twitch and haven't followed, or watching on YouTube and haven't subscribed, please do. Thank you. It would be much appreciated. Okay, we're on our way to boss number 2.
A bright cascade of
This one might be the hardest one. There's a way to cheese fight number 3, kind of. So yeah, I think this is the hardest one. But with over level hirelings, it's kind of easier. Assuming they do their job.
4 natural ramps rise up to the central crystal. This will be a difficult position.
Unfortunately, they do not always do their job. It's a problem.
Crystal must be destroyed, says the seer turns to you. I do the ritual. You keep me safe.
My ranged DPS might be good enough to do it from here. Not great, but passable. Yeah, there's a whole bunch of different ways of doing this, but particularly I just usually stand up over here, get rid of this shaman every time he respawns, and then try to get rid of all the monsters coming up the paths.
Another crazed storm's heart falls. There are surely more, but at least
Sometimes they
their
get
number
stuck,
has been
and when they do,
culled.
that's the easiest, because they can just have them, like, out of the way. They try to fire at you, and they can't reach you, and they just wait.
Almost done, the seer screams. Not much longer.
The annoying thing about this fight is it's not just like a certain amount of time protected, it like restarts if you fail it, which can be very annoying. I wonder if there's some way to physically block the spawn location of some of these monsters. Maybe we should be doing this. We should be fine soon.
The seer looks dizzy and faint. I could feel him, the caster of the spell. It is not what we think. But first, the crystal.
That Minotaur had 13 hit points left. I don't know how he did it.
Rises ahead, winding up the crater's edge. From beyond the open gate comes a dull sound of footsteps, dry as rattling bones.
Hey. Madstone Caster, Chanter, or whatever he's called. Gotta go. And he's gone. Hey, let's talk to the Stormheart Seer.
My ancestors' bones, grumbles the seer.
And he'll go up top to fight the crystal, or whatever it's called.
This outrage. Arrows shower down from the entrance to the crater's northern slope.
All the way here just to get that collectible. Now we can move on. Some of these can be a big problem if you don't clear them out, so we're gonna just clear everything out.
North Crystal.
Okay, there's 2 mini towers are gonna keep on spawning out from here, so to protect the pass, we're gonna leave all of my Harlings. Let's leave you, and you all over here. And take this guy and put him here.
Awaits your order.
And
Nervously looking at
tell
the
him to
ground
protect
above
him.
and behind him.
So protect
The
this guy.
seer turns to you. The ritual begins.
I have to try not to kill all these guys. Let's see. Okay, once I've got the aggro of all these characters, should be good to go. I get everyone's aggro, and then I just stand here. And they try to attack me, and they can't. And from here, I can see the 2 minotaurs that come around the corner.
The seer calls out. Keep them at bay.
Yep, that's it. We've got all bases covered. Up top, we've got all 6 mobs trying to attack me. And then down over here around the corner, I can see when the 2 minotaurs spawn in. Yep, and this is, relatively speaking, is probably the easiest encounter. Well, easiest out of the two that are hard, 2 and 3. Number 1 is a joke, because you stand in one place and camp spawn, so it's not a big deal.
Almost done, the seer screams. Not much longer.
Okay, come on. Yeah, so the 6 monsters at the top, I attacked all of them, and I've got their aggro. That means now their focus is on me. They're trying to get me. So, even though they can't reach me, or they can barely reach me, at least they're not attacking the boss, the NPC I need to protect. But yeah, now my hirelings are also protecting the bottom, so it should be fine.
The seer looks very weak. The magic comes from the spire. Go now. Stop this madness.
Okay, let's go quickly back to the start.
Just in time, says Whirl.
There's a collectible here.
To the spire's gone down.
And let's go.
Maddened monsters is coming through it.
Try not to stay in this quest any more than I have to.
The last giant falls, his mind warped utterly by the madness spell.
The only saving grace to this quest is I like Crucible even less. So if I'm gonna skip a quest, it's gonna be Crucible, not this.
Spire lies beyond a gate of bone. Does the caster of the madness magic, a narrow ramp winds up to the top of the spire. At its peak, The true caster of the Madstone spell awaits. A skeletal warlock. This must be the source of the Madstone spell. The skeleton warlock
We got
who
him.
is casting the Madstone spell is no more. But why was it here in the first place? Perhaps Whorl and his seers have answers.
I would have used D-Door to get back to the start, but my D-Door's still on cooldown.
Good, good, the giant roars. My seers.
Yeah, 20 minutes. This one's a real time sink.
Our ancestors' bones.
Let's hope the rest of the quests go much faster.
Their dirty. This is a place to avoid. The crater here will drive you mad, and only death will bring peace.
Do the rares here drop relics? Let's see. If so, I am very happy to kill them. Nope. No relics. Well, in that case, we'll just skip them. Actually, I don't have all the named encounters from Gianthold in my monster manual on the server, so maybe I won't skip them, I don't know.
I see the terror of our history when I look upon this.
This is one of those quests that everyone runs many times.
Great evil. I feel it in my gut. I fear we will do evil again.
As the troll gasps
It's very important to kill these two trolls. They're part of the quest objective, and you can actually soft lock yourself without being able to get back here. Kill them. Let's just go.
Loud snores echo from the room ahead. The door's wood looks dry and the lock rusty.
Took me some time until I figured out how to do the route of this quest, but once I did, this is definitely a very good XP per minute quest. It's very simple and straightforward. Can't leave too many of these trolls, or then I'm gonna have a dungeon alert who will slow me down, so it's actually faster to kill things than to leave them up. The ones who are archers I can ignore because they don't have pathing and they don't slow you down, but the ones that have pathing, that means that they're supposed to try to track you down. You leave them they'll try to track you down and will cause lag in-game, so to avoid that, the game introduces a mechanic called a dungeon alert, who's meant to prevent you from leaving a whole bunch of monsters and running off. Overall, this method kind of works, but only kind of.
The second Blackheart general has been slain.
They spawn in turn, so third one will spawn in now. And then we go fight the boss. Hey, here we go.
You have slain Rork Rotseer, leader of the Blackheart Trolls.
Yeah, that's 3 minutes and 11 seconds. That's more like it. Rather than before, it was 20 minutes. It's good to see that my hirelings got some of the kills also, not just me. The Maze of Madness.
Maze of ledges and rock. This land.
Suppose we're gonna go for the skip in this one.
mystery. Who created such a place? And why?
Yeah, I'm gonna select one of my hirelings to tell him to go pull that switch. And I will open up the gate. Yeah, you're gonna need a hireling to do this particular quest. If you want to solo it. You might be able to get through this quest without a hireling using a bunch of D doors, but you really need you really need a hireling. This is a 50-50. And we got the traps. Try the next one. It's not like there's more options. Yeah, so basically you gotta get all the red bosses, red named bosses, before you can move on. Before you can complete this quest. Okay, another 50-50. Let's see which one it is. Oh, not that one. And then we go in here. Here comes a skip. So there's a ledge here. We catch this. Now, we need to get to the little section over here. And the way I do it is I jump across to the other side. And then I jump across to this side again. And now we climb up and we've skipped through most of the maze. Just need to not fall over here. Okay, and we've made it out of the maze. Now we're on the home stretch. Basically, this is the final pathway to the final boss. So we're gonna go kill him, kind of out of order. And then we'll backtrack to the penultimate boss and the objective of making your way through the maze. There used to be a way even easier to skip half the maze. You'd like hug one of the walls in a corner and jump up, and you would catch onto the, geometry, and you would scoot your way up. And they blocked it off partially. They allowed players to still go through the skip version, but it's harder. It used to be way easier. And now we're gonna make our way to the second to last boss. Here we go. Yeah, but even after we kill this guy, we still haven't finished the quest because we still didn't, like, make our way through the maze. There's one section you have to step in, which is kind of like the indication that you actually went through the maze and didn't just jump around. So, let's go complete that objective. Well, it's one of these 6 switches, so... Wasn't that one? Wasn't that one? Let's see. Nope. The gate to the left. There we go. Okay, this section right over here, you have to pull this lever, walk through this gate to complete the... Discover the path through the labyrinth. Discovered. Thank you very much. XP. 4 minutes and 4 seconds. Not bad. Next. Yeah, so some of these quests are really not that bad as long as you know the fast way through them. Fine. Okay, now we're done with this section, and now we're going off to the Prison of the Plains section. Or whatever it's called, Storm Y. Might be faster just to recall and teleport directly there. But I'm already running, so fine. Never know, I might find a dragon on the way. Speaking of, here's a dragon. Hello guys, need help? Here comes a dragon. There goes a dragon. Not a lot of hit points, gotta be honest. Barely 20,000 hit points for a dragon's not a lot. I do believe that all dragons are red named, so you can't like crowd control them and stuff. They're like prestige or strong or boss type enemies. And we got the skip. Yeah, there's a spiral over here. And because of this spiral, this entire section is called the Storm Eye. So if you teleport to the Storm Eye, this is where it goes to. I guess we do Prison of the Plains first. Then Foundations of Discord and whatever it's called. Cry for Help. Prison of the Plains is relatively long. Not too bad though.
The door opens. Beyond it lies the Prison of the Plains. A magical barrier blocks entry into the chamber, marked with the symbol of Dale War. Etched into the wall ahead is the symbol for the plane of Da'anvi. Below it is a switch and a receptor shaped to take some kind.
Okay, let's see what the code is. This chamber is ruined, but there's a little code in the corner over here, the scroll, and it says up, down, down. Hey, that's the code. Up, up, down, down. Yeah, so there's 4 valves and we need to twist them all to the same direction. Into the right direction. And you can just guess it. But it's better just look at the scroll on the way up. It's right there.
The chamber marked by the symbol of Lamania is covered in long dead vines. The chamber marked by the symbol of Kithri now lies in ruins. One of Maragog's lieutenants has turned it into a makeshift camp.
Yeah, there's a guy over there, Rakshasa, that we can ask for a key. Or we can just pick the lock. Or we can pick a fight with him and get the key out of him. It's fastest to just pick the lock if you have somebody to pick the lock for you. Hireling should be able to do without no problem. The DC for the lock picking is not that high. It's like average.
A door with an intricate locking
Let's see if my hireling can get it.
any further progress.
And he got it on the first try, so no problem.
Door opens to reveal
Okay, up, up, down, down.
to the control room fly shut.
Gotta kill the warden.
One chilling cackle echoes through the room. The warden falls.
Hey, we got the undying warden.
Bones.
So it's up, up, down, down. So these two are down.
Magic fading from the room.
And now let's set in the sequence and see if it's right.
As the
And it
void
turns
locks
white.
into place,
So perfect.
The barrier to the central chamber vanishes.
Okay, so there's a bunch of rooms. And one of them is extra. So you don't have to do every one of them. One of them is an optional. We cannot do room number 1 because room number 1 is pure lawful. And we are not lawful.
Its planar cell.
I'm Bard and Barbarian, so not lawful. This one's broken. Hey, this is one I'm going to start here. You stand here. Activate this.
This chamber is marked by the symbol of Dolar. And the smell. The portal to the plane of Dolar opens. All at once, dust rises from the floor, and the hanging corpses of long as the last of the dead are laid to rest. The room returns to its original state. The orbs.
Yeah, so every time you complete a room, you get 2 of these orbs, and to activate it, you need to spend 1. So you get a net positive gain of 1 for each one of the rooms you go through. And that's how you build up your stash of receptor thingies, whatever they're called. Orbs.
The symbol for the plane of Fernia is seared into this chamber. As the plane of Fernia becomes coterminous with our own, flames engulf. The room cools as the final fire.
Yeah, 2 of the rooms will randomly have a chest in them, and each one of them has a potential of unique loot, depending on which room it is. So farming for the specific loot is a nightmare. Luckily, it's unbound until you equipped it, so you can potentially just buy it from the auction house. Hey, let's do the next one. There's Lamania.
As the portal connecting the maternal plane to Lamania opens, moss and shrubbery.
Yeah, this guy's got a special. He goes into an invulnerability state. Invulnerability state, and you can't kill him until he comes out of it. Got him. Well, we got both chests. There's a maximum of 2 chests, so sometimes you might only find 1 because you skipped 1 room and that room happened to be the one in this instance who would spawn the chest. But other than that, typically, most chances are you're going to hit both chests. We can ignore that guy. We already cracked the lock.
The symbol of Maybar marks this chamber. The dim light within, the plane of Maybar opens, and darkness surrounds you.
Well, we got him before he disappeared. That was cool.
Light quickly returns, and the shadows recede as the endless night is banished. The orbs in the room are free for the taking.
Good to know that my Twitch chat is working. It's very hard to know if it's actually connected or not. Nobody chats. Then again, I understand why people are shy and don't want to chat. I have the same problem, but it does help if you do chat or interact in some kind of a way.
As the portal to Rizia opens, a rime of frost spreads quickly across.
I probably died in this specific room more than other rooms, even more than the Shavrath room, just because Well, the ice flincer or whatever has like this crazy cold dot that can catch you off guard. Can be really, really dangerous. Basically, I'm placing one hireling outside and telling him to activate the switch after I've already placed a orb.
You find yourself in the center of a battleground as the plain of Shabarath.
Miralith is dead. Room clear. Ancient orb. Ancient orb. One more room to go. This is the Zoriat room with all the beholders, mind flayers, etc., etc.
This room is marked by the blood-red symbol of Zoriat. The cracks as the portal opens. The teeth of Zoriat jut sharply through the walls. The madness has been driven from this place for good. The orbs are free to be taken from the cell.
Gotta say, I remember the beholder in this room being a regular classical beholder, and the one that I just killed now looked like a madness beholder, which is not the same. It's actually much less dangerous to drain you for negative levels. Oh, yeah, that's interesting. Gotta look into it. Basically, I'm putting orbs in each one of these receptors, and once all places is powered up, we pull the switch at the top room, and then this room, the chamber gets closed. We gotta fight the final boss.
The plane of dream fades into the room.
Keep on climbing. It is possible to leave a hireling up top and ask him to pull the switch for you, but I find out that sometimes it gets stuck, and it's just faster to climb back up. Pull it yourself, go back down.
A magical voice comes from above.
There we go, done.
The will seal on the count of 10. The quarry screeches, and the forest of Lamania fills the chamber.
Yeah, there's two bosses on the Epic, while there's only one on the Rogue.
The quarry screeches, and the insanity of Zoriat. The quarry Hashalak.
The quarry something. The quarry.
And the darkness of Maybar fills the chamber.
Okay, there's a docent on the floor that we need to, like, touch once. If you touch it twice, you die.
A dark psychic energy stirs within the docent. It would be safer to let Maragog collect the ancient artifact first.
Maragog is the big giant NPC standing here at the center, at the start. We talk to him, and quest complete. "11 minutes and 3 seconds, not bad at all. Will I make it? Will I make it? Nah, didn't make it. Some characters are fast enough they can make it, do the jump. This one apparently is not. Okay, Foundation of Discord. I think then the last one we have to do is cry for help and we're done.
Cavernous tunnels converge with ancient ruins. Crystals dot the walls, illuminating your path while giving off a soft, low hum.
Probably don't have to kill most of these enemies because they're just archers and they don't have pathing, but a lot of them do. We'll just kill all of them.
A gentle current of water echoes from this well.
Yeah, there's random locations. Well, there's spots that have traps in them, and it's random which locations spawn in traps every time you run this quest, so every instance is different. Kind of hard to anticipate if you're going to have a trap or not. Yeah, so basically there's 3 bosses at 3 different hallways. You gotta go to the end of each hallway and kill a boss, and that like lights up or turns off a specific rune. 3 of them will open up the way. Some extra loot, because why not? I don't remember if this is the locked optional or the one we need. There's a secret door over there. It was a really mean trap. You open up the door and spikes come out of the wall. And if you don't open the door, no spikes come out of the wall. So it's like, you think you found something good and you open it up. Surprise, you get stabbed. Hey, these 2 side passages are done. Got 1 more on the other side. Back into the center. Yeah, the other 2 were inside of closed rooms. This guy isn't. He's like in an open little cavern. Yeah, here we go. Hello. Bye. Yeah, way's open. Let's go kill the boss. Not sure what this room's supposed to be. All these orbs on the floor.
As the first gong sounds, Patrick the Maniacal.
Okay, so there's 4 gongs we've got to click on.
Beneath his feet.
Once we click on all 4, the floor will break. Yeah, burning blood's annoying because it interrupts your animations when you're trying to click on things.
A large sonic blast resonates toward the ground beneath Patrick the Maniacal. He loses his footing as the floor begins to...
5 minutes and 12 seconds. Not bad. Okay, so I'll have to kill everyone. Just to get the loot. Close enough. And one more. One final one. Last one should be a cry for help. Also shouldn't be too long. Just a few minutes, hopefully. I liked how when I was doing that shortcut, there's a little voice line from one of the monsters going, What? What are you doing? That's how it sounded to me, at least.
A distressed female voice faintly calls from deep within, her words lost in the cavernous depths.
Yeah, so there's a Rakshasa posing as a captive. And the whole thing is a trap. Don't worry, we'll handle it just fine. Yeah, a bunch of these Rakshasa bosses you gotta kill. And there's a whole bunch of lackeys who you don't. So there's a trap over here, so you walk on this crack. And that's how you don't fall in.
The cries for help are closer. Please! And help! Are now clearly audible.
Yeah, I think this is, yeah, the one that says Lord at the end of his name. Okay, there we go. We got 4 more of those. They're a quest objective. You've got to kill them. But other than that, is yeah, just go get a key, move on to the next door. Jump over here. This breaks on the way back. Okay. Yeah, this particular trap can really mess you up. There's a blade trap in the ceiling, and on the floor there's like these air cannons who will shoot you up into the ceiling. Once somebody hits the ceiling breaks and you're stuck inside of the blade traps.
The voice grows louder and more intense. Somebody, anybody, please save me.
Okay, got another Rakshasa Lord. Gotta pull a switch on this side also to lower the 2 center parts, so we can get the bridges down and go to the end part. Another Rakshasa Lord, got him too. Collectible and another switch. Okay, now the two passageways are open. Drop the first bridge. Switches at the end of this bridge. If you don't kill these guys, they'll hit you with the arrows the entire time while you're trying to pull the switch. Get the Rakshasa Lord. Got him.
The second has been set into the floor beyond the gate.
Rakshasa are these tiger-looking creatures, the humanoid kind of body. They stand upright, and their hands, for some reason, are connected backwards. I don't know why. Don't ask me. It is what it is.
The last Rakshasa.
Yep, okay, got all the Rakshasa lords.
In the voice continues to
Second
grow.
switch over here.
Is
Ways
clearly
open.
running. The large rune glows as the gates to the room open.
One more key and we can go.
Screams resonate through the locked door to the south. Horrific echoes of torture haunt this room. The interrogator and several of his implements are clearly missing.
We got the key. Okay, that was the jailer, and he drops a chest with a key that opens up the jail cell. With our pretended damsel in distress, who's been posing this entire time.
A cloud of smoke engulfs Ursula. Out steps Lothar the Insidious.
Well, as I said, he wasn't going to get far. 5 minutes, 59 seconds. Fine. Okay, now recall. Let's go turn on all the quests and see exactly how much we've got. Okay. For years, this particular quest giver was broken. You wouldn't see the chalice above his head, so you wouldn't know you finished a quest unless you actually walked up to him and talked to him. And surprise, surprise, you would get a reward. So, did we pick everything up, or we're missing something? Still missing one. We get to skip the crucible. Hey, Epic Gianthold is done. What about Heroic Gianthold? Heroic Gianthold requires Crucible, Trial by Fire, Kratel, Maze of Madness, Feast and Famine, Foundation, and Discord. Basically the 5 walk-ups. 1, 2, 3. Yeah. Probably another half an hour. Finish all the heroic walk-ups. Thing about heroic walk-ups is they're potentially much faster than epic walk-ups. Let's do something interesting. We've been doing enough saga. Let's take a little bit of a break. Let's see what can we do. Go run a raid. I think I should be flagged for Shavarath raids. I don't know. I'm not sure which one I want to do now. Well, you're the only one on the show right now, so what would you like to see? Master Artificer, Lord of Blades, Heroic, of course. Vision of Destruction, one of the Shavarath raids, maybe Shroud.